Hello, welcome to KCM Clinic. My name is Wojciech Patkowski and I'm orthopedic surgeon specialized in arthroscopic surgery of the knee and shoulder. Through my career, I performed around 5,000 operations of this type. Among them, meniscal surgeries, cartilage surgeries, ACL reconstructions, shoulder, rotator cuff reconstructions, and labrum reconstructions. I'm working in KCM Clinic for past 15 years. As an orthopedic department, we are doing around 1,000 procedures a year. Most of them are one-day procedures, but in some cases, the patient stays with us for 2 or 3 days. Welcome to KCM Clinic.
My name is Krzysztof Czerkasow. I'm head of orthopedic department in KCM Clinic in Jelenia Góra. My personal experience with orthopedic surgery goes over 40 years, with a particular interest in joint replacement, with a little edge, hip replacement over the knee replacement. My experience goes up to about 4,500 cases of hip replacement and about 2,500 of the knee replacement. In my long professional career, I had a chance to be in charge of orthopedic departments in Kamienna Góra, Zgorzelec, Jelenia Góra, and have a quite good team of colleagues to help me with everyday practice. Every patient is welcome to KCM Clinic, and we try our best to offer our services.
أنا ربيع رهيط من ليبيا. جئت لهنا لأعمل عملية على رجلي الزوز، والحمد لله توفقت قدرة لأنها جميلة ودكاترتها كويسين ومعاملتهم سمحة، لأنه لا يوجد أجهزة مثل هذه الأجهزة في ليبيا ولا دكاترة مثل هذا الدكاترة. أنا جئت هنا في شهر 12 السنة اللي فاتت، درت تصوير وقالوا لي بتولي مدير العملية، وتو كيف قالوا تعال بدير العملية، ودرت تو الحمد لله. معاملتهم كويسة، والأطباء بالذات معاملتهم الحمد لله 100%. وأنا أشكر هذا المستشفى لأنهم قاموا بمساعدتي في العملية، إجراء العملية، معاملة كويسة. أنا الحمد أريد أن أمشي فقط أنا، وأنصح بهذه المصحة، معاملتهم كويسة وأطباء جيدين جدا، معاملتهم 100% الحمد لله. أريد أن يأتي لو هنا في هذه المصحة ويدير العملية هنا، إن معاملتهم كويسة. أنا واحد معاملة اللجنة كويسة حتى يساعدوني الدكاترة هنا، وبارك الله في كل من ساعدني. أنا قبل الجراحة كانت رجلي الزوز عوج، لكن بعد الجراحة الحمد لله استقم. أريد أن أتزوج وأذهب إلى الحج إن شاء الله.
Our ex-patient is with us again. Hello, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
How is your knee?
It's working.
So you visited us here a year ago.
Right.
You've had your knee replaced.
Yes.
And now you've come back for?
Hip replacement.
So how is it doing at the moment?
My hip?
Your hip.
Not very well. I'm in pain at night, especially. Can't sleep. Just keep rolling over.
But is it related to your occupation?
Oh yeah, working in a lab all the time for 40 odd years. Had a farm in upstate New York. Used to collect bull semen and freeze it for artificial insemination. And that's all we did. We had like 100 bulls there, and went out on the farm and collected semen on the farm, brought it back to the lab as well, and processed it. So I don't know about my condition, but you're always wrestling bulls that weigh 2,500 pounds or more, and when they get to be aged bulls, and yes, you take a beating. I've been tossed around a few times by bulls, so that doesn't help. Yes, I blew out my first knee when I was 17 playing soccer, and my second knee when I was 26 playing handball. So I've had pain in my knees for most of my life. They always told me to wait as long as you could before you put a new knee in, which you're going to have eventually. The technology is changing every day. Oh yes. No, I'm pleased with the outcome. It's just you've got to be dedicated to it and do your exercises afterwards and get your body back in shape. So everybody's surprised I'm not going through much pain with my hip, and I was only operated 6 days ago. So I'm happy.
Good evening, we're here at KCM Clinic with Mr. Oliver. Hello Oliver, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. I've just had a flight here yesterday, all straightforward, picked up, nice hotel, and I spent the day here having various tests and meeting the surgeon and anaesthetist.
So you've spoke to the surgeon already?
Oh yeah, he seems a pleasant chap, and I don't mind if he isn't, if he does the job right, but he certainly answered all my questions and mentioned a few other potential snags and put my mind at rest about everything in general. Mm-hmm. I've got a worn out knee, so I'm going to get a total knee replacement, which I've had one on one knee already, and this one's 5 years ago. It's doing fine, but the waiting list in the UK has extended since I had that done. I've got Parkinson's disease, so there's my quality of life depends on me keeping fit and active, and so I decided to come over here and get it done, where it costs just probably just over half what it would cost in the UK.
Okay. So what's the waiting list in the UK at the moment?
Well, it's different in different hospital trusts, but in North Wales, where I'm from, I was told 96 weeks, which is best part of 2 years. So that's, I used to be an outdoor instructor. I keep fit by walking and being fairly active in the mountains. So that would be 2 summers out of my life. But I've increasingly been relying on friends to support me, and with the Parkinson's I walk more slowly anyway. So I'm less, I used to instruct and lead from the front, now I lead from the back. When I retired, I was still able to mountain walk, and we started a group called Thursday Walks. And every Thursday, we haven't missed a Thursday for about 6 years, even the one in between Christmas and New Year. Well, it'll take me a few months to get into mountain walking, but yes, I have every hope that my input into this walking group will go back to being able to lead. We did a beautiful walk, and as we got up, somebody said, "Hey, look at that," and there was the next mountain to us, sticking out of the cloud. And by the time we got up to the top, we were looking over the sea, with mountains sticking out like islands. We had a great time, but on the way down, something happened, and my knee, which had been a bit painful, but usually better by the next day, was no better. Yes, this is moving my leg through 55 degrees now, which is more than I could contemplate this morning. And the physio was really nice, took a bit of time showing me warm-up exercises. It's bending my leg without me having to do the work. They must have these machines in the UK, but when I had my knee done 5 years ago, the other knee, I never had anything like this. And this has already got me bending my knee further than it did in the UK. I'm impressed with the clinic. 5 days after surgery. I can walk a couple of 100 metres. I had a knee done in the UK, and that was painful. And basically there's a lot of rummaging around in amongst some big muscles. Gets better and pain-free in 2 weeks or a month. It's a different type to what I've had. I'm not saying they don't exist, but whether you get it done in Poland or UK, there are other criteria, and obviously the price was in it for me.
Right. I am Stephen, and this is my wife Margaret, and we are from North Wales, UK. And just to say a few words about the KCM Clinic, we found that the UK, the
waiting list with the National Health Service in the UK, I was told it was 70 weeks, and no way could I have waited 70 weeks, as I was told I'd got bone on my knee.
Yeah. So we got in touch with the KCM Clinic through the internet, and we were first impressed about when you get in touch. We got in touch with Dominic, and he was first class. He come back to us.
Every question we were asked.
Yeah, and we could get hold of him on the phone.
Yes.
You know, which was good.
Which put our minds at rest. We'd never been to Poland. We never don't know anybody from Poland.
No, we come to Poland for the main surgery for a knee replacement for Margaret. That was the main reason.
Yes.
So when we got here,
Well, everyone was so amazing. We were welcomed. We had no problem at all talking or.
when we come off the aircraft, the chauffeur was there waiting for us.
Chauffeur was waiting there to pick us up.
Took us straight to the clinic. didn't
Clinic. We arrived at the clinic. Unfortunately, we had to come the following day because of a late flight arrival.
Yeah.
But everybody at the clinic were prepared to look after us a day later. We had all the diagnostics done. All the staff, I could understand them, they could understand me.
Yeah, the staff was a lot of English speaking.
Yes,
Which was good.
Which was good. Made me feel more at rest, really, at home.
And then the day before you had the operation, we met the surgeon.
The surgeon came, yes, and explained everything. Took all the x-rays on both knees to compare. Did everything for us.
The consultant made you very at ease,
Yes,
didn't he?
he did.
He gave you a laugh and a joke as well,
Yes,
which is
he
good.
was very, very friendly.
Yeah.
When we went on from that, we
met
saw the
Louis.
anaesthetist,
Yes.
Peter, who was very, very good. He calmed me down and explained everything, that he'd be there watching over me. Then I met Dr. Monica. She was the main doctor in the hospital here, who was the cardiologist. The thorough checkup she gave me was wonderful.
Yeah.
And I've been told everything that they've done, it's all going to be written down to explain all the diagnostics, everything, so I can take back to the UK, show my GP,
And it's all in English as well.
and it'll all be in English.
Yeah, which is good.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we
you
can't
can't
knock it.
at
After
all.
the operation,
Oh,
you know,
yes.
it's,
Rehabilitation has been marvellous. Every day we were picked up from the hotel, lovely hotel, and we were brought here and had, the physiotherapy has been very good.
Very intense, isn't
I've
it?
only gone 8 days and I'm walking practically without crutches,
yeah.
which I don't think I've ever known anyone to do that.
No, well, like
No.
I say, you're bending your knee now up
I'm
to about
bending my knee a lot
75%,
better.
and you're sitting
Yeah,
down. It's good.
I can't wait to get home and tell everybody about it, because I
Yeah.
feel that more people should know not to be afraid of looking further afield. And if it's a lot cheaper, which at the end of the day you've got to look at that as well as
Yeah.
safety, and
That was one of the main reasons we come
Yes.
here, because it was half the price
half
of the
the
UK,
price of what the UK would have been.
and we haven't been disappointed at all.
Not at all, no. I would recommend it.
Yeah.